Someone has flagged you as AFK. Please type \AFK.
That sounds pretty suspicious.
Vicious.
Are you in Alderac Valley? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
We have 5 more minutes to kill a van. Well, I hope you have all the towers kept.
I've just been gathering up Stormpike blood so I can summon the Ice Lord or whatever.
That might be a little bit longer than 5 minutes. Then.
It's 5 Dragon Ball Z minutes.
See you guys next year.
Next year on Dragon Ball Z.
Have fun watching reruns, kid.
But first, let's have a flashback to what happened last episode.
Are you asking about Dragon Ball Z or what happened in the last one shot?
They're kind of the same thing, don't you think?
In the last game, which was about 10 years before this, you guys stopped the cult of the setting sun, and their leader, Varen Rao, who's actually Red Dragon, from erupting Ebon Maw and destroying life on at least the northern half of the continent.
Well, shit, that would have taken care of the giant problem.
I guess.
I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Understandable. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Dave, you ready?
Yeah, I'm just cutting onions.
Okay. All right, so it is after the death of King Varn. King Varn has fallen in the Northlands. What? I know, shocker. King Varn has fallen in the Northlands. And, well, only for Darren, and he's not here.
What the fuck?
Shortly after this, I don't know how many details to give. So after the death of King Varn, obviously there's a battle that culminates in this in the conclusion of this war. And after the battle, you are summoned by the Dawn Warden High Lord to his tent. I don't have a map for this. I'm just going to narrate it. So you come to let me see here. You spur your mounts forward through the mud towards the war camp, riding past 3 rows of trebuchets. Some of them looked as though they were in desperate need of repairs. They'd seen heavy use during the battle. Their crews sat idly, staring off in the distance, staring at nothing at all. Beyond the rows of siege equipment lie the commander's tent, sited atop a small hill. So you push your mounts up the rise, and there's a cold, drizzling rain. So what do? You guys were sent to see the High Lord.
We have mounts?
Yeah, you have horses.
Can I have a pony?
Sure, you can have a pony. Okay, so there's a little bit more. So a cold rain fell over the battlefield, muffling the screams of the wounded. The blessed cold waters washing away the blood into small rivulets that flowed south towards home. If you glance across the battlefield, it's a sight of unspeakable carnage and horror. Mangled bodies of men, dwarves, and elves lie in groups here and there, surrounded by heaps of dead orcs, and the colossal bodies of dead giants are strewn across the battlefield. From the fields to the breastworks, bodies of fire giant dreadnoughts lie like sleeping giants, riddled with arrows and 100 wounds from swords, axes, and spears.
What's wrong?
You know that what remained of Durdengen's rest had been decimated by artillery fire, especially from the Warden trebuchets positioned in the center of the line. The elves had constructed earthworks and pit traps along the length of the eastern flank, and the orcs' hatred for the elves was well known, and they used their longbows against them. The elves used their longbows against them to devastating effect. On the far left flank, to the west, the hardy dwarves of Clan Durnharrow had fled to defend Aedakin, the great dwarven citadel of their empire. The field north of the battle was pockmarked with craters and littered with thousands of dead orcs and dozens of giantkin. The three armies had held against the giants. The invasion had been broken. All right, so that's what I got. You guys are riding towards the High Lord's tent.
I guess when we get there, I'm gonna ask him why he summoned us.
Why what?
Why he summoned us.
Okay. Do you guys want to do anything on the ride there, or do you just want to?
Yes. I'm gonna produce a big blunt-shaped object.
Okay, you could smoke a pipe if you wanted. Might be easier in the rain.
I don't do pipes, and this rain is it's gonna be I have a tinder box and a bunch of blunts.
Okay.
Can I light one?
Yeah, you'll have to hunch over. You have to hunch over to protect it against the rain and the wind.
I'm gonna ask him, yo, let me get a hit of that shit, dog.
That's pretty ballsy since you're going to talk to like the chief of the police.
I have to roll to light it.
What would you roll even? Well, yeah, that's a good question. What would you roll to light your blunt in a storm, Dave?
Survival, definitely.
Medicine, because it's medicinal.
You can roll medicine or survival to light your blunt in the wilderness.
He's gonna ask for the original packaging when we get there.
All right, so let's see your roll to see if you're successful. With a 6. All right, so it takes you a couple minutes, but you managed to get it lit. Assuming you like, are you gonna protect it from the rain? No. All right. Well, maybe you fumble around a little bit to light it for a bit. You might have better luck once you get to the commander's tent.
I think so. I'll look at everybody and say, guys, it won't light.
Is your lighter out, bro?
I'm gonna be visibly annoyed and then continue to ride forward.
All of a sudden, the campaign turned into Weed Tour. Okay, Wes, did you want to do anything before I move on?
No, I'm going to continue riding.
Sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
No, I'm going to continue riding up to the tent.
Okay. All right, so you guys push your mounts up the small hill, and there are some attendants standing there waiting for you to dismount, and they'll take care of tying up your horses.
I want to try and do a cartwheel off of my horse.
Okay, roll. Give me an acrobatics check. It's raining, so why don't you roll that with disadvantage? Dave, you should have rolled with disadvantage too.
With my,
Oh my, of course. Okay, well, somehow you're able to, what, you said you're back flipping or somersaulting?
Just somersault off the horse.
Okay, well, you stand up and you do this incredible somersault. And
And I'm going to look at them and say, the mad doctors, and I'm gonna walk, then I'm going to walk towards the tent.
All right. All right, so you somersault off your mount and land with a flourish in the mud, and the attendant just kind of stares slack-jawed at you, trying to comprehend what he just saw. Okay, so all right, so you give the reins to the attendant, and someone comes out of the High Lord's tent and motions you forward.
I guess we head towards them.
All right, so you guys enter the tent, and the High Lord is there. Hopefully this guy's the High Lord by the end of the campaign. Otherwise, yikes. So the High Lord is, he's tall, about 6 feet, with shoulder length blonde hair, pulled back into a ponytail, and bright blue eyes. You notice that he's covered in blood, mud, and who knows what else.
Mud blood.
Mud blood.
I'm going to look at THoD and say, I thought you were the High Lord.
Are you still smoking that blunt?
I don't think I could get it lit, so
You could try to light it again.
I'm gonna
if you wanted.
look at the High Lord and say, it's a bummer out there. You mind if I do a J?
So he takes a cloth and wipes the mud and blood from his face and nods at you. He says, that's fine. He says, I have an important task. I have a task for the three of you that you must see through quickly and to completion. So if you want to...
Why do I feel like we're about to just D&D the storyline of the Big Lebowski?
Stop it.
Okay, I'm gonna light up my Snoop Dogg blunt and skunk up it. It might skunk up the tent though.
It's okay. It's a big...
No,
it's
I
like
mean,
a... It's like
legal?
a large tent. What's that?
Is it legal?
So what I thought we added pipeweed. I forget what we called it, like dragon's fire weed or something like that. I feel like there's no law against it. I'm cool, man.
Some crazy middle class white women picketing in the streets.
No.
Then it's probably still legal.
What about crystal meth? Is crystal meth legal here?
I don't think they have crystal meth in the kingdom. I mean, you tell me. You're the guy that's been working on the entirety of the Northlands. So you tell me, but you better have a good reason how you have it and where you found it. And also give me directions to get there. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure whatever it is that he's smoking is just a little bit, yeah, you wouldn't, it's not very family friendly.
That's fine. All right, so you can light that up. You don't have to make a check in here since you're under the roof of the tent.
Okay. I'll do
go
that.
ahead. Okay. All right, so you spark up a fat ass blunt, and I don't know. Are you gonna share with anybody?
I'm just gonna hold my hand out, like expecting the puff puff pass.
You better be standing to the right.
Okay, well, he'll cast it, but the more he does, I don't know, the redder his face gets.
Okay. Do you guys all smoke the blunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit that shit.
All right. Uh-huh. Make a Constitution save.
Oh, I thought we were cool, dog.
You are not going to believe this, but they have cannabis rules for D&D. General effects for normal cannabis range from mostly feelings of relaxation, giddiness, and levity to high energy and paranoia. In general, a pipeful or bowl has 10 hits, and the effect of cannabis can last 2 to 6 hours. Holy shit. So basically what they're saying is that the weed in our world is very strong and bountiful. 10 hits? All right, Laudy. You feel the effects of this. Must be your first toke of the day because you feel the effects pretty strongly. And Jody, it gives you kind of a strong heady high as well. But
Okay.
what? You're also Voltron, Kyle? Voltron cheeseburger. All right, Voltron
Sorry.
cheese. No,
The way you said that made me laugh. Like, you're also a Voltron?
how many of these Voltrons are there? Voltron, you feel okay. You might need a few more hits to get a good buzz. All right. Anyway, so while you guys are standing there, passing the blunt around, the High Lord finishes wiping off his face and throws the rag on the table, and motions to his attendant, who goes to gather something behind his desk. And he looks at the three of you and he says, "I'm told you're fast riders."
I'm gonna respond to him. I've had a few women tell me that.
Oh my god.
I'm going to say, nah, dude, I'm an easy rider.
No, I didn't ride a pony. I got a low rider. You know what I'm saying?
He nods at you. Yeah, Jaffiel, he says. He says, I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah.
So his attendant returns with an ornate wooden box, and he motions to the outside of the tent to the north, the battlefield. And he says, "We won a great victory here today. All of us, the elves, the dwarves, and men. Our victory came at a high price, though." He turned to his guard and pulls a gilded crown set with 3 large gemstones, wreathed in brilliant gold spikes, from the box. The 3 of you would recognize it immediately. It is the crown of Aralis. He holds it out before him with a grim expression, and he says, "The king is gone. We tried, but we could not save him." He glances at the ground and says, "But we have won. The dwarves are saved, and we have honored the pact. King Varn did not give his life in vain." He pauses and looks at the 3 of you while you're smoking this blunt and says, "The crown must be taken to King's Garden and delivered to Queen Isolde with all haste. Prince Alatar must be crowned king. You must do this. Until a new king is crowned, the fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. You cannot fail." And as he finishes speaking, he places the crown back into the wooden box and hands it to one of you.
When I ask him if the king got smoked like this blunt.
You say that?
Yeah.
He sort of snaps his gaze up towards you to glare at you, and he just he doesn't address your comment.
Is he a cop?
He's the Dawn Warden High Lord. He's the commander of all armies. All right, so he's giving you the crown. Is anybody going to take it?
I'll take it. It's
Okay.
safe with me.
All right, so he hands you the crown and slips it into a sack and gives it to you.
I'll put it in my backpack.
Okay. All right, so you, the box is, I don't know, maybe like 2 feet by 2 feet, and then it's, I don't know, probably 1.5 feet deep. All right, so as you take the crown, he reaches behind, he turns and reaches across his desk and produces a parchment sealed and unbroken. He turns and hands the scroll to one of you. You notice that it is sealed with blue wax bearing the mark of the High Lord. He says, "Deliver this to Shade Grand Master Arvo Nightbane. Depart immediately. Be wary of the road south."
Good thing he's sending us north. Why would we go south?
You are returning the crown to Kingsgarden, which is south in Aurelus.
Oh,
Holy
Right.
shit, you guys must be fucking high.
I thought you said ride north.
No. No, he was saying they won a great battle to the north, like the line of battle had held.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he gives you the crown and a scroll for the Shade Grand Master and asks that you return it to Kingsgarden with all haste.
Okay, I'll grab the letter and we can head out.
Okay? You take the letter and he presses his fist to the onto his chest and gives you a small bow and looks at you and says, "For the order, you're dismissed."
I'm gonna tell him he's dismissed too.
Nah,
Like a sovereign
dude.
citizen.
Hey, are we, like, we're also Dawn Wardens, or are we, like,
So it's up to you what you guys want to do. You know, Wes is playing Jody Shinobi. He was a Shade agent. So you could be either. You could be an agent of the Shade or a member of the Dawn Wardens. They work in tandem, but separately. But
Gotcha.
I'll say that the High Lord's authority is widely recognized.
I'm good with that.
Okay. So the High Lord dismisses you. It's about a day's ride from your current position to Kingsgarden. And I'm just going to say that I want to get to the next part. So we'll say that you guys ride for through the night and head south down the Warden's Way towards Kingsgarden. You know that 5 months ago, King Varn marched north from this very road with 18,000 men, which is the bulk of the Royal Army. And if the Dawn Wardens were lucky, a little more than half that force would return, given the massive amount of casualties that they suffered during the war. All right, so you guys are gonna be coming on this north road here. This is the Warden's Way.
Gotcha.
Let me put your tokens up here. I just pulled these off of tokens I had made on Hero Forge. Actually, let me just grab them out of the other map. All right, so this is you guys up here. Wes, you're blue, Dave, you're pink, and Kyle, you're green. So Kingsgarden lies in the distance. So there's a hill here. You crest this rise and shield your eyes from the morning sun. And in the distance, King's Garden looms like a white pearl against a sea of green grass. What do you do?
I guess I'll walk through the gates.
Okay, so you know that this is known as the Warden's Gate. Well, what about the rest of you? You guys following after Voltron Cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go through the Warden's Gate and you step through a towering gate into streets designed and built to make those walking them feel insignificant. There's a palpable sense of power and vision on display here that is unlike anything you've ever seen. What surrounds you inspires your senses of awe and wonder. And the monumental weight of what fills your view presses in around you. Vast waves of people are funneled through the streets. Above you, buildings reach skyward, and as you walk, you note the intricate and precisely laid paving stones being tread under your boots. You're bombarded with sounds, sights, and smells to a degree that before long they all seem to merge into one great sensory assault. With the sprawling streets, businesses, people, services, merchandise, sights, and sounds, it seems like there must be something for quite literally everyone here. And also the architecture in King's Garden is a mixture of human and dwarvish architecture, owing to the stonemasons from Clan Durnharrow that helped construct the city at the end of King Valus's conquest. So you ride through the gate and there's a small group of mounted city watchmen. As you come to the gate, their captain, armored in plate, notices you and spurs his horse forward. The other members of the mounted watch close behind, and he looks like this.
That looks like somebody's armor.
That's just.
I'm just saying, he's been risen so many times I don't remember what his face looks like, but I remember his armor.
Ha ha. All right, so he's approaching. What do you do?
This time I'm going to attempt a backflip off of my horse.
Okay. Go ahead and roll acrobatics. What are the rest of you doing? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hans, I just saw your messages. Okay. So with a 16, you somehow managed to land a backflip off your saddle and into the streets. And the guard captain just kind of stares at you with he doesn't quite know what to make of that.
I shift it into a bow after I land and say that we are here with an urgent package.
Okay.
I'm gonna look in my stash and realize that all my supplies gone, and want to see what where you get your weed around here.
Okay. You could probably head down into the market district and try and find an apothecary for that.
Or,
Jody, you gonna do anything?
No.
He's gonna turn invisible and throw a shuriken.
Really?
Not yet.
Yeah. All right. All right. So the captain approaches and salutes you, throws up a salute, and he says, "Hail! Are you guys Dawn Wardens or Shade agents?"
I'm going to respond with, "That's a little shady, my guy."
Oh my gosh. Well, he'll just greet you with a hail. He says, "Captain Malric Breakspear, Commander East Barracks City Watch at your service. We've been expecting your arrival since we received word from the Northlands. We're here to escort you safely to the Citadel. Captain Marek is middle-aged. He has brown hair with flecks of gray. And I forgot to put it on his miniature, but he has a fierce scar across his left cheek. Despite his age, though, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask him, do we really need an escort through the city?
You go ahead.
It's not. You don't keep the city safe anymore.
He weighs your question and motions kind of around him. He says, they rang the bell 3 days ago announcing the death of the king. It was a poor decision. Within the city, especially in the commons, violent crime is up tenfold. King's Garden has been in chaos ever since we received word of King Varn's death. The Watch has had a hard enough time keeping the rabble-rousers away on a normal day. He sighs and looks away, as if frustrated.
Maybe they should lower taxes.
I'm sure the king's tax doesn't help things. So, yeah, that's what he says. You guys are free to act however.
I'm gonna then proceed to point at Voldy's empty stash and say that ever since the king's tax, on our lovely green plant here has doubled in price.
Yeah, hold open the empty box.
Malric will appraise the empty box and say, times have been tough with the war about, but hopefully with the conflict coming to a close, there will be no need for such a high tax upon imports into the kingdom.
Nudge Voldy and say he must have the driver buff. Keep going.
Hey, before we go to the Citadel, we need to stop at the marketplace to fill up this box here.
Okay, you want to go to the market?
Yeah, we have
To the market to buy illicit items.
I don't think they're illicit if they're permitted within the kingdom. Okay, so you know that the market is south of the Warden's Gate, down through the King's Garden, and past the Temple District. You would find the Market District. So if you want to start moving that way, you're free to. So Captain Mark is going to accompany you as he was ordered.
I'm gonna tell him, wait till you try this new strain we found. It's fucking tits.
Well, he doesn't respond to that statement, but instead asks, how fared the war in the Northlands?
I'm just gonna let him know that the Giants had made it to like a day away and that a lot of the forces were decimated. Which is why we need the little green herb for our PTSD.
All right, sit silently as he listens to your report. Jody and Valdry, do you answer his question about the war? Valdi, I'm sorry. If you don't answer his question and it's just Voltron, he says, war is a terrible business and shakes his head. He says, regarding the PTSD, he says, wounds of battle may heal, but the scars remain deep inside.
Oh, it's a real bummer, man.
I will point out the scar on his cheek and say some of them remain.
He reaches up and touches his face and says that it's a war wound he took during the Battle of the Sunken Fields, fighting against the Church of the Setting Sun 10 years ago. And then he says that the men with him are veterans themselves of the 1st Cavalry Division serving in Timoria, and that they were dispatched to Corridale in 392 to put down the Setting Sun uprising. He says, at least there was... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna bring up the fact that my brother fought against them.
He looks at you in a new light when you say that and asks if your brother is still amongst the living.
I'm gonna tell him that we have been estranged since he pretended to be paralyzed.
All right, he says he's sorry to hear that, but at least you had the chance to fight in an honorable conflict. He says there was no honor to be had, nor glory that day, only slaughter. He said all that bloodshed, and his voice trails off as he passed from the temple district into the trade quarter. Down at the trade quarter, I don't have a description for this on hand, but it's a bustling hub of mercantile activity. From the Gold Road here, situated to the southeast, goods flow in from bountiful Timoria to be sold at market. You know that the goods here are regulated by the Timorian Trade Consortium, who sets the gold standard for the kingdom. Okay, so down here in the trade quarter, Valdi, you could go to Runix Apothecarium, the Elegant Pestle, or try and find it by more shady means.
80, please.
Oh, there's also a spice trader. Okay, well, I guess you'd try and have to find some back alley deals, or you could try the Tavern Flagonborn.
Yeah, let's poke our head in the tavern.
Okay, I think I have a map for this, maybe.
There are two guys outside the tavern that look like this.
I knew it. Yeah, actually, you find a high elf and a dwarf standing outside, and the dwarf has a long trench coat on.
Wait a minute. What are you trying to say about high elves?
I'm just saying, there's a high elf with blonde hair out there dancing.
I'm
I'll approach them and ask them if they know where I can find any illicit items.
All right. Well, I don't. I'm not going to pretend to be Jay and Silent Bob. Okay. Well, why don't you roll something? They kind of look at you nervously, given that you are in military garb.
All you had to do was say that, Craig.
Are you cool, man? The high elf says.
Yeah, I'm just. The only reason I'm wearing military guard is because I'm undercover.
Why don't you roll a persuasion check?
Oh, bother.
I mean, keep in mind you have 6 city watchmen in 7 plus 6 additional with you.
Please, man, I really need this for my character, or my character doesn't work.
Let's see. Oh boy, a 3. He looks a little sketched out.
Reach my hand out with what would be the equivalent of 15 gold. And I'm just gonna place it in his hand.
Holy shit, 15 gold?
Yo, science experiments pay the bills.
That's like a fortune for an average commoner.
Nobody said I'm an average commoner.
They're average commoners. You guys are
Sweet.
All right, well, if you give them 15 gold pieces, they're just kind of gonna be flabbergasted by the amount of money that you gave them, and they'll give you their entire supply.
Okay, how much is that exactly?
I don't know.
Can I?
Oh wait,
put
we're
it
on
on
the.
my backpack?
Oh wait, we're on the copper standard, aren't we?
Yeah, we're on the copper standard right now. So if you give them
Oh, shit.
15 gold, they're going to be rich as hell.
I meant 15 copper then. My bad.
Okay. All right.
I forgot that we were on that
Dude,
standard.
I was just thinking, well, if they're going to give up everything they have on them, what are they going to have on them? How much? Like, this part isn't in my notes, guys. All right, so you give him 15 copper, and he's going to look it over, and he takes a coin and bites it, and praises it, and snatches the rest of them out of your hand, and he'll give you, I don't know.
Ask for the stuff that makes you angry when you smoke it.
He says, I can do 15 copper on the 8th. He says, but if you want that extra stuff, it's going to be a little bit more coin. And the dwarf claps his hands together and rubs his fingers together. He doesn't say anything. He just rubs his hands together.
I'm going to ask him if we're going on a date.
I'm not going to, no.
Oh.
I asked him if we're going on a date.
He asks you if you've ever had your asshole eaten by a fat dwarf in a trench coat.
And I said, well, clearly I have, because you're fucking me right now.
All right, so he says he needs 10 more pieces of copper for that angry stuff.
Man, okay, well.
You gonna pay for it?
Can I do an IOU? Get you next time.
He shakes his head. No can do, homie.
What if I could hook you up on a sweet date?
A date?
Yeah.
A date with who?
Voltron cheeseburger.
He looks him over and says, nah, man, I'm only into the ladies. He says, it's even better if they're cat ladies.
Cat ladies?
Cat ladies. He's got a, listen, I feel like there are probably some pretty interesting fetishes in the world of D&D, since there are so many different races.
I'll just say, yeah, well, I know a couple cat ladies. And they'll go further on your lap if you just give me the stuff, the discount, I'll hook you up. All right? We good?
Persuasion check.
What?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Jody, do you want to do anything? Sorry, I'm not trying to leave you out.
No, it's fine.
10. All right, 10's good. So he kind of like sucks his teeth for a minute, and he hands you a piece of parchment and says, write your info down here. And then he pulls a little baggie of white powder out from his coat, and he slips it into your pocket. It's just a little baggie though. He calls it dragon's dust.
As long as it burns.
And then he wipes the end of his nose and winks at you. So he asks for your information and gives you that.
Yeah, I'll write down my information.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
All right, so they slink back against the wall since your business is concluded.
It's got weed too, right?
Yeah, he gave you,
Weed and all the other, okay.
Voltron bought it. Yeah, he's probably
Gotcha.
a pretty illicit drug dealer. I don't know how,
Okay.
well, the dragon's dust you would know is definitely not legal. Okay, did you guys want to do anything else in the trade quarter?
I just wanted to get that. I'm good to go to the Citadel.
Okay. All right, so if you move back towards the Citadel, which is here, so you can start moving there if you wish. So you guys already know about the Church of the Setting Sun, so I don't have to go through that. Captain Malrick's going to ask you what became of the High Lord, who's in command of the army. He said the last word they had was that Commander Elwyn had taken command of all forces in the north.
Yeah, he kind of moped around the tent a little bit, but he was okay. He let me smoke weed in his tent.
Okay.
That guy, right?
The High Lord, yeah, but he's asking you about Captain Jonas Elwyn.
Oh, that guy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Which, if you don't want to say, that's fine. But again, this one shot assumes that there was victory in the north. So,
Boy, do I got a story for you, but for another time.
he nods and smirks at you. He says, "I served with Jonas' sister Melora, fighting against the setting sun in Timoria. She was a fine commander." And then, as you ride through the temple district, his face kind of twists into a bitter expression and he stares ahead. He says, "She died in the conflict fighting to stop Varen Rao from destroying the country." He gestures at this statue of Aurelian king, and he says, "But you don't see any fine statues of her in the city she gave her life to defend." All right, do you guys want to go into the Citadel?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you turn north, and King's Garden Citadel lies ahead, and before long, a long stone bridge, close to 100 feet long. The captain turns in the saddle and looks at you. He says, "You'll meet with Lord Geralt Wainwright first. He's Prince Alatar's advisor." Okay. So you guys ride across the bridge and towards the Citadel, the great gate opens. And so you ride into the courtyard, and at the top of a long series of stairs is an older man standing up top. So the captain offers a salute, and he says, "Your couriers, as requested, Lord Wainwright." And Geralt nods and says, "My thanks, Captain Mulroy, for seeing them safely escorted to the Citadel." And the captain turns and nods at the three of you, and he says, "I will station my men at the base of the bridge should you require our assistance." And he says, "May the gods watch over you," and kicks his spurs to gallop back across the bridge, his men following closely behind. So you meet Geralt Wainwright, Prince Alatar's advisor, and I need to move you guys. All right, so here you guys are at the base of these stairs. Can everybody see the map?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
point at the statues and ask who those guys are.
The two in the room that you're currently in?
Yeah.
Okay. So Geralt motions to his left, your right, and he said that is a statue of King Isilcrid, who fought against the Sundarians and prevented the sacking of Coldbrook Harbor in the year 382. And he points to the other statue, and he says that is a statue of King Valos, the first king.
I'm gonna take a big rip and say, "Damn, that was a long time ago."
Joe, you go ahead.
I'm gonna make sure everybody here calls me Mr. Landrob.
Okay.
That's how I introduce myself.
All right. Joe, do you want to say or do anything?
Let's see here. I think I'm just gonna make a perception check.
Okay, go ahead. And I'm gonna have to BRB before the next part here.
All right.
All right, 23, nice roll. You perceive the atmosphere within the Citadel to be that of nervousness. The guards arrayed at the bottom of the stairs look very concerned and uncertain about the events of the last few days. And as far as Gerald, he's an older man, at least 50, bald with dark gray hair and a neatly trimmed beard that nearly reaches his chest. He strikes you as someone that has a strong build for someone that lives within the Citadel. And his mood as well seems slightly dour, given everything that's transpired. Can we take like a 20-minute break here?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'll be back, guys. Sorry. And then he says, the line of kings is strong. He is young, but I believe he will rise to the challenge. Valos faced a similar fate after the death of his own father. Okay, so behind him is a large set of doors, a large set of tall doors that lead to the throne room. And he asks, if you're ready, he'll see you into the throne room.
All right.
All right, so the tall doors swing open. They are towering, heavy, reinforced oak and iron doors. So if you go through into the throne room, it is a chamber with high vaulted ceilings. And at the very other end of the hall is a set of large stairs that lead to the dais and upon which the throne sits. In the antechamber in the beginning of the hall, 4 large white stone statues of long dead heroes from a king's conquest stand like watchful guardians at the base of the throne room. What do you guys do?
Yeah. Walk up to the other people.
Okay. Up to the other statues or up to the end of the hall?
To the end of the hall.
Okay. So you climb the stairs and enter the throne room. Modest braziers hang from each of the 8 memorial columns that light up most of the throne room, coating everything in a warm orange glimmer. Rich tapestries depicting great battles of the founding of Auralis hang from an embowed ceiling, dancing in the flickering light, while sculptures and memorials look down upon the marble floor of the great hall. The dark blue rug splits the entire room in half, matched by a set of smaller ones on either side of the hall, surrounded by a forked banner with the sigil of House Arendar hanging from the walls. Between each banner, set a shrine-like ornament covered in candles. Many of them have been lit, and in turn illuminate the sculptures of the late royal family members below them. Tall windows are concealed by curtains of the same dark blue as the banners. Curtains have been adorned with gilded linings and emblazoned edges. Ahead of you, a striking throne of gilded wood sits in front of a giant banner of the kingdom of Aralis, and is adjoined by two equally lavish sets for those aiding the royal highness in all affairs. The royal throne is covered in sacred motifs and fixed on each of the wide armrests, a sapphire shield guarding a sword with wings facing downward, the banner of the royal house. Okay, so Geralt leads you down the throne room. There you find Prince Alatar standing near the dais with his mother, Queen Isolde. The throne is flanked by a pair of Dawn Wardens, heavily armed and armored, in plate with gilded longswords at their sides. At your approach, Prince Alatar straightens his back and wipes his face. Your Grace, I present your couriers, fresh from the war in the Northlands, Geralt says. The prince stares at you for a few moments before finding his voice and says, welcome, Wardens.
I'm Mr. Landmark. These are my associates, Jody and Voltron.
He says, I welcome you to this hall. You get the sense he's got a little bit of trepidation. He's only, you notice that he's young, about 15 years old. He has straight brown hair pulled back into a tight ponytail, a lean face with just a hint of stubble and noble features. He has bright blue eyes, though they appear to be bloodshot. So behind the prince, the queen coughs and steps forward and says, my lords, the purpose for your visit, please.
Should I take out the crown and present it to them?
You may. The High Lord told you to deliver the crown to the queen.
And that's her right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will remove it from my backpack and present the crown. And as soon as they take it, I'll step away and start to smoke.
Okay. So the prince stares down at the crown for a few moments hesitantly before nodding in acknowledgement. He says, I thank you for returning my father's. And then he paused, catching himself, and says, the crown. And Queen Isolde will step forward and take the crown from you, and you notice that her hands tremble a bit as she takes it. She says, I thank you. Your bravery is a testament to the order. No doubt your journey south was difficult. And her voice trails off. She looks at her son and says, you'll be coronated immediately. And she gestures behind her to a man, a tall human. He looks about middle-aged, and he's wearing ornamental robes with a large scepter that has a golden dragon upon it. And she turns and hands the crown to him, and she says, the high priest will begin the coronation ceremony immediately. And she looks at Geralt and says, where is Aiden? He should also be present for your coronation. And Alatar replies, gods if I know that boy has a mind to wander. She says, Lord Wainwright instruct the guards to find my son. It is his duty to witness the coronation. And Geralt bows, says at once, and turns to send the guard to find Prince Aiden. What do you guys wish to do?
I guess we should go give the letter to Shade, right?
Okay. You may have to ask somebody how to get there.
As a member of the Shade, I don't know where the headquarters are.
Oh, no, you do, but you never told me if you were a member of the Shade or the Dawn Wardens.
I said I'm a pretty shady boy.
Okay. My bad. All right. Well, then you would know that you can find the entrance to the Shadow Tower here. The Shadow Tower is the Shade Conclave. So it's this room in the back of the throne room. So you go through this door.
I'm like Professor Q for the Shade.
All right.
I come up with all their crazy gadgets that they can use to spy on people with.
Oh, like the guy in James Bond.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if you wanted to go to the Shadow Tower, then that would be the way. Guess just let me know.
Yeah, I was gonna head over there. I was just waiting to see if Voldy or Jody wanted to do anything.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to the Shade Enclave as
Okay.
well.
I'm just looking at the map.
What do you think?
Pretty cool.
Thanks, man. I worked on it for a really fucking long time.
You can see that.
I used Winters to make it.
That's what I recognized. This looks like an Winter's project there.
It's definitely worth the $7 or whatever. Okay, so if you guys want to go to the Shadow Tower, you can do so. And I'll put you on that. All right, so you go through that door in the back of the throne room, and you come to what looks to be a blank stone wall. But as a member of the Shade, you would know that by pressing on a part of that wall, it will give way and lead to a secret stairway that leads down. So I put you guys here. So you descend the stairs of the tower. I have a description here somewhere. Oh, at the base of the, when you go down the stairs, you come to a long hallway with a singular door. I need to move you guys up here. Okay, so you come down these stairs, and there's a door here with a slot in the top, about eye level.
Oh, did you move me? Oh, I see it. Okay.
So yeah, there's a door here with a slot in the top and no door handle.
Okay, I'll pound on the door 3 times, so I'm in a hurry.
Okay, so you pound on the door, and after a moment, the slot at the top opens. and I'm sorry, it's a slide. A pair of eyes peer down at you, barely visible in the darkness. Identification, the voice commands.
I'm gonna blow smoke through there and say, Don Wardens, we're on official business. I'm Mr. Ladrog.
Okay. All right, so the guy doesn't say anything. The slide slams shut and the door opens to reveal a dark passageway that looks like it opens up about 25 feet in.
Look, I'll look to my associates and start on down there. I'm a dwarf.
Right. All right, so you enter and I forgot to put the guy over here. There's this shade agent here that's just leaning against the wall with his arms crossed, hood drawn over his head, lurking in the shadows. He says, the Grand Master is this way, down that hall. And if you go down that hall, it leads here. So you come out right here.
Down there at the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom. Obviously, I didn't make this map.
Oh boy.
What do you do?
I'm down there, but I think I screwed up my map a little bit, and I'm trying to. I think I fixed it.
I can move you if you need. I'll just move you guys. So you're down here in the bottom left. You guys can interact as you see fit.
All right.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
That's okay. You're down here in the bottom left.
Damn, this place is big.
Yeah.
There we go. I fixed it. I think we gotta go around here and then come on inside there. There's
Correct.
might be somebody in there, so I'm gonna wander in here, followed
Okay.
by a cloud of smoke and hopefully my companions.
All right. All right, so you walk into like a wide meeting hall. There's a fire blazing in the hearth and a large map of the kingdom spread across the table. And you notice that the map is notated with the various locations of the Shade Enclave and throughout the entirety of the kingdom. So you come into the room and there stands the Arvo Nightbane, the Shade Grand Master. He's old, but not by dwarf standards. He's been Shade Grand Master for the last 100 years. He wears dark leather armor and with a pair of hand axes looped through his belt. Even underground, he keeps his hood pulled closely about him. Though his great black beard, flecked with bits of gray, was certain to give him away. As you enter the room, he's poring over documents and staring at the map of the kingdom. There are supposed to be a pair of attendants down here, waiting patiently behind it.
I'm just gonna walk in and throw the letter on the table.
Okay. The Grandmaster looks up from his the papers he's reading and sets them aside and picks up the scroll and inspects the seal and notices that it is broken. He glances up at you suspiciously. Which one of you broke the seal?
I'm going to explain to him that it was me, but it was by accident. We had been traveling in such horrid weather from the north, and part of the seal had rubbed off inside of my pack.
For a minute and just kind of nods. You can tell he's a little bit annoyed, but he nods like he's not going to press the issue. So he begins to read, and his expression shifts from that of inquiry to shock. He looks up at the three of you and says, "Treason in the north." And he replies that with a shout.
I'm going to look at him like the YouTube gopher.
All right, so he turns and spits on the floor in disgust and says, "Treachery's afoot." He says, "And where there's fire, smoke will surely follow." He turned his attention back to the missive. He begins to read. He says, "The High Lord says the army will likely stay in the Northlands until the rest of the remainder of the conflict is finished, mopping up any resistance. A new treaty will have to be brokered with Clan Durnharrow as well, addressing the numerous grievances suffered under Commander Elwyn." What's your passive perception, everybody?
13.
15?
13.
Okay.
And
You say 10, Valdi?
no, I said it depends.
Well, I'm asking just about things that you would be able to hear right now.
Oh, well, it depends if there's any thick-legged dwarf mamas.
Not currently where you are. Oh, it looks like
Well,
you.
then, okay, well
Right.
then it's gonna be an 11.
Okay. All right. Jody, above you, there's a loud crash from somewhere above, and it snaps the Grandmaster's concentration. He looks up at you and says, "What was that?"
I'm gonna
Please.
I'm gonna quickly start rolling out of the way if.
All right, so you're rolling out of the way.
Yep, I'm rolling, dude.
I'm rolling the fuck out of here. All right, well, the crash did sound like it came from somewhere above.
Okay.
And then as you start rolling out of the room, there's another loud crash, much closer this time. It sounds like it's almost directly above you.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and signal to everyone that it's something upstairs.
So,
And
I'm going to be frantic and say, "Isn't that where my lab is?" And start like running fast.
what were you saying, Jody?
I'm gonna go ahead then and I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Okay. Go ahead.
Big stealth. for 18.
Okay, nice roll. Let me write that. Okay, so you roll a stealth check, and then there's a third crash from above, and the Grandmaster throws the scroll down on the table and says, "That's it." He turns and glances at the scribes behind him and says, "Gather everyone in the tower. We're going up to investigate." He says, "The three of you go up ahead of us. I'll gather everyone and we'll be right up."
I'm gonna come back into the room with a broom and I'm gonna start poking the ceiling with the broom.
Shut the fuck up. All right, so the Grandmaster walks across the chamber here and starts gathering up some crossbows. He throws 2 to his attendants and some crossbow bolt quivers. And he says, "We'll be right behind you."
Well, I mean, he gave us a command. I guess we're going upstairs.
Give me 1 second, lads.
Oh my god. When did they release a dark mode for Roll20? This is so much nicer.
It's amazing, isn't it? All right, boys. I'm almost ready. So you're going back upstairs?
Yeah, see what the noise is. I'm gonna sprinkle some of the white powder in the next smoke and get it ready and roll it up.
Okay. All right, so let me move you guys back over here. All right, so you go back up the stairs, and I guess you guys would come out over here. So you'd be in this antechamber that leads to the shadow tower when you come out. So I don't know if you want to take a moment to prepare for anything, but you could.
Just a smoke study.
Okay. You guys doing anything else other than Jody, your stealth?
Yep.
Voltron cheeseburger?
Nah, I think I'm good.
All right. What do you guys can act if you wish.
Well, I will listen to see if I can hear any noise or anything that might connect with what we heard earlier.
Okay. From where you are now, with an 11 passive perception, you can hear shouting coming from within the throne room.
From the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll make my way over there.
Okay. And I'll say, as you were coming up the stairs, there sounded like the unmistakable clash of swords.
Okay. Okay, I will walk quickly through these doors and step inside.
Okay. So you guys emerge into the throne room. We're going to have a little cutscene here.
Is it just regular CGI or is it like the really pristine CGI?
It's like the Disney Plus CGI.
Oh, so this isn't the big bad. Okay, guys, still need to take it seriously.
All right, so you come through the doors into the throne room, and the first thing you notice is that one of these guards here lies dead in a pool of his own blood, and his blood stains this blue carpet here. You notice Captain Mulrick stands at the entrance of the throne room, a company of 6 men behind him. He was arrayed in full plate armor, as were the others, saved one. I need to grab that guy.
I asked him what's he doing?
Well, hold on, you can in a minute. The other one is cloaked in red robes, carrying a wrought metal staff. These men, they're wearing red cloaks and look like they were armored head to toe. As you enter from the hallway over here, Gerald Wainwright rushes to greet these men, and so you come through the doorway, and Lord Wainwright says, "Captain Mulrick, what's the meaning of this?" But his words were lost as Captain Mulrick draws his sword in a flash and slits his throat, spilling his lifeblood across the hall and onto Mulrick's tabard as he falls to the ground, grasping its throat. The knight over here at the dais cries out in shocked disbelief and draws his sword. Mulrick looks down and shakes the blood free from his blade and says, "Fucking blood traitor." He kneels and wipes his blade clean with the bottom of Gerald's gambeson. The men behind him draw their swords and one leveled a crossbow. The other knight draws his sword and called out. He said, well, make a perception check, you guys.
All right.
Ten, 15. All right, so as shade agents, you notice that these men on their tabards are, they're wearing a red tabard with a black lion emblazoned across the chest. You notice that these are outlawed colors, and they're the colors of the old Republic of Westguard. This knight calls out, "Captain Mulrick, those colors are outlawed under pain of death." And Mulrick shoots back, "It is not my death you should worry yourself with today." Behind him, the high priest says, "You condemn yourself with your own mouth. You all know the penalty for high treason." And this knight says, "None of these men will leave this hall alive." Alatar shouts, "You dare bring such violence into this sacred place." And Mulrick glares at him. "This hall was built with the blood and bones of fallen patriots, murdered defending their homes against a usurper king." And the high priest warns back that the breaking of the sacred oath is a serious thing. And Mulrick says, "An oath sworn at the tip of a sword is no true oath. Today the lion of Westguard will roar once more, and the Westerlands will no longer bow to the line of Valos the usurper king. King Varn lies dead, and the Republic will be restored." With that, he flourishes his sword and rests his blade upon his pauldron. "Hand over the royal family, and the rest of you may live. Resist and die. You're outnumbered and outmatched." And as he says this hooded figure steps forward next to him and says, "The spell will not hold for much longer. Find them." And Mulrick nods in agreement. "What do you wish to do?" Obviously, we should roll for initiative here, by the way.
Sounds like somebody wants to get the old blasty.
Damn, 23. Okay, so after the hooded figure says that, he dips out into the back of the hall. And do you wish to say anything whenever he says to hand over the royal family?
I wish to say anything to the royal family.
No, do you wish to say anything when Captain Mulrick says hand over the royal family?
The he's the guy that mauled the other guy, right?
What's that?
He's the guy that mauled the other guy.
Yeah, so this is Captain Mulrick, the guy that led you through the city.
Mauled it.
Okay, well, if nobody's going to say anything, this crossbowman beside him is going to level his crossbow and fire. And keep in mind, this is a cutscene. The bolt is going to fly through the air and strike the high priest in the throat and send him falling to the ground, thrashing about, choking on his own blood, and he will die. And with that, we will begin combat. So, Jody, you go first. Oh,
Okay.
and he says, I'm sorry, he says one more thing. He says, so be it, kill them all. And I have battle music. I have really good battle music. Really, really good. All right, Jody, you're up.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and move 30 feet.
Okay.
Is the penalty for moving while in stealth half your movement speed?
I think so.
Okay. Then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move 15 feet, and then I need to see how long this... no, oops. Sorry about that.
That's fine. You can leave that if you want.
There we go. Okay. And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and use the Shinobi grapple tool.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is grapple on to this pillar here. And I'm going to go ahead and grapple onto it and move behind this pillar. And let's see, what else do I want to do? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and let's see, how far is... I'm going to move here, and then that's going to end my turn. I'm just going to do it.
You'll be in total cover behind that pillar.
Okay.
All right, so after you, it's going to be a couple of the guards, so I think they're going to move forward. I will say, since they changed all the icons, it's really fucking confusing. All right, so these two guards are going to move forward 30 feet, the two on the flank. They're going to charge forward. I think they should be there, actually. And they'll end their turn. After those two guards, Kyle, it's your turn. I'm sorry, Voltron Cheeseburger.
I guess I'm just gonna come around the corner. I'm gonna see this guy all the way over here. he done fucked up. See, he got my line of fire.
All right, let's see what you got.
I'm gonna assume a 26 hits.
It's a definite hit. Yeah.
Now, yeah. He's wearing this nice red cloak, which is gonna be to his disadvantage.
Oh, why is that?
Because anything that is flammable within 5 feet is now on fire.
Oh shit, he's on fire. All right, remind me that he takes the fire damage. Then that's at the end of the round, or the start of every new round, right?
Yeah, I believe it's the end of each round.
Okay. Firebolt.
Oh wait, I have an advantage on initiative.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll that again. You rolled a 9, so
Okay, never mind.
okay, so you're casting it. What level are you casting? Oh, I guess you don't have 5th level spells yet.
First of all, it's not a spell, it's a cantrip.
That's true. Oh, well, you can increase the damage when you reach 5th level to 2d10 if you want.
I did 2d10.
Oh, you did? Okay, sorry. I'm just
I got a 1 and a 9.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, Valdi, I think we're gonna keep the 9.
Me too.
All right. Are you doing anything else, Voltron?
I'm just gonna laugh maniacally and ask if anyone wants some barbecue.
After you, it's gonna be the other set of guards here.
Oh, he could use his action to put out his own fire.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what he decides to do.
Just keep charging on fire? That guy's crazy.
All right. So these other 2 guards in the back move up, and they will end their turn there. And after them, it is Captain Mulrick's turn. And Captain Mulrick. See, I need to look up his list of commands. He's going to use his action to issue a command to this crossbowman to reload and fire again. So he will do so, and let me see here. It's a +3, okay. All right, so the guy reloads. Captain Mulrick issues the command for him to fire. He's going to fire at this knight on the left, who, if you want to know, his name is Sir Osric Ironbane. And a 20 is going to hit. For 9. Okay, Mulrick will end his turn after that, and then it's going to be this last guard's turn, and he's just going to move up. Valdi.
That's Mr. Ladrog.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ladrog.
It's okay. I think he's gonna take one really big puff of that stogie he rolled up, and then he's not gonna go into a state of rage, but extreme paranoia.
All right, let me look here.
Yeah, one of these 2 guards is a cop.
Exactly.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, so with the white powder on your blunt, you gain all kinds of benefits. You get +10 to your movement speed, advantage on dexterity and strength saving throws, and you gain advantage rolling for initiative. You get disadvantage on wisdom and intelligence saves, and you cannot sleep while under its effects, and magical sleep will not work. It lasts for 1 minute, and attempting to use it again within 12, I won't tell you.
That sounds great. That sounds like a movement speed increase.
It's all kinds of good shit. All right, this is the Dragon Dust effect. Thanks to somebody on Reddit who has literally thought of everything.
That's fucking crazy.
It is nuts. Like I said, I didn't have you guys buying illegal drugs in my note prep, but it's fine.
One,
all right, Colt,
two.
You
Mr.
can't, you
Ladrog.
can't prepare for anything, but you should have prepared for that.
Yeah, I guess. I'll be more prepared for the Kingsgarden campaign, that's for damn sure. All right, Mr. Ladrog, let's see what you got.
He is, the technical term is raging, but it's actually paranoia. So he's gonna move twice, actually. Gonna go here, one. I think he's gonna stay here. Move twice, stay there. They have arrows.
Okay, while behind the pillar, as long as you're not directly facing them, you have full cover.
Who is it?
Steady. Steady.
Yeah, but they turn.
Anything else, sir?
I mean, they turn.
Okay. All right. So after you, it is the other knight, Sir. This is Sir Artorius Valoran. And all he's going to do is take a step back to put the king directly behind him and ready in action. And after him is Sir Osric. And he also takes a step back towards the king and turns and tells the queen that she needs to get the fuck out. I should probably roll for the queen. 11. All right, she'll go left. All right, after all that, the queen is going to turn and make a move towards her son and try to get out of there. That's a round down, Jody.
All right. Let's see here.
Anybody listening to the battle music?
Cattle.
I'll have to listen to it later. I can't listen to it at the same time.
You have to check it out. It's good.
Okay. Okay. Good deal.
Amazing.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the 15 feet again.
All right.
And let's see here. Snap to center. And I'm gonna go ahead and use another bonus action to use the grappling tool.
Okay.
And to grapple over behind this pillar.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and ready in action.
Okay. Let me know when you'd like to resolve that.
Okay.
All right. So next up, after you is this guard. Kyle, roll his damage, please. Sorry, Voltron cheeseburger. I'm trying to react to the gift, but it won't let me. Oh, there we go. Can you roll his fire damage, please?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Three damage.
Shouldn't it be?
When it started. On D4 for fire, D6 for moderate, and a D8 for significant. As the fire increases, the damage goes up. Like, so basically it slowly increases over time.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If that's fine with you.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if he doesn't put it out and just lets himself get engulfed in flames, I guess that's on him, right?
Right. All right, well, it is his turn, so I think he will use his action to extinguish the flames. And then this other guard here is going to move up closer. It's your turn, Voltron cheeseburger.
It's a shame he wasted his action putting that fire out.
Right?
Let me tell you what's about to happen to him. I'm like a warlock with Eldritch Blast.
— 17 hits. On this guy.
Yeah, he's reignited.
Okay. 15 is a good hit.
I'm going to ask him if I told him he could put himself out.
I think he's more concerned with the fact that he's now on fire again, to answer you. All right, if you're not going to do anything else, then these other two guards.
I'm going to use my bonus action to start handing out marshmallows.
Okay. You start handing out marshmallows. Those guards move up and end their turn. It's going to be Malric's turn, and he's going to issue another command to this crossbowman to fire. So he's going to try and shoot Artorius. 16 is a miss. All right. And Osric and Artorius, the two knights, are just going to stay where they are and ready in action. Artorius shouts to the prince to stay behind them. And in turn, Alatar tells his mother to go behind the throne. So that's what she does. And that's a round down. Jody.
All right. Can I go ahead and resolve my
Hey.
action?
You forgot about me.
Oh my God, I did. I'm so sorry, Valdi. You're supposed to go before Artorias. And yes, you can resolve your action afterwards, Wes.
Yep.
His
Okay,
name's
cool.
Mr. Ladrog. Mr. Ladrog.
Sorry, Mr. Ladrog.
Okay. Okay, well, you can come out of the corner here. And let's advance on these first two people here. One. Okay, I can get right up there, easy peasy.
Okay.
And he's raging, so he's gonna recklessly power attack.
Okay.
Let's see, attack bonus. Oops. Wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Roll one.
24 hits. Yeah, 24 is a hit.
25.
25 is a hit.
And then if he's friendly, he can attack again, but does he automatically suffer exhaustion, or does he have to roll for that?
So frenzy works as such that if you use it, you gain the extra attack, but as a result, oh no, it's you get to make the attack on. Here's how this works. It's you get to make the extra attack on your turn. However, after you come out of the frenzy and after the battle is over, you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. So it wouldn't be until this entire battle concludes that your frenzy fades and that you would suffer that level of exhaustion.
Do you get another level of exhaustion each time you make the attack?
No, it's the frenzy lasts for basically the entire battle. So
or do you just spam it?
Yeah, basically you spam it and then so you have frenzy, so you have your third attack for the entire battle, and then once the battle is over, that's when you come out of your frenzy, and that's where you suffer your level of exhaustion.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to do it then. 19.
Hit. 3 hit.
$13, 15, and 6.
34. All right, you take a huge chunk out of his health. You want to describe your attacks, or?
I jumped through a cloud of smoke and swirl around a large, the greatest axe into bits, like in chopping wood.
Okay. All right, well, he's certainly surprised to be suddenly getting attacked from his right flank. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
All right, Jody, you can resolve your action.
Okay. Let's see here.
Oh, wait. Rage means he does 2 extra bonus damage on strength, right?
Yeah, that's also correct.
Okay, so then he would take 2, 4, 6 more damage.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, go ahead, Jody.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use to resolve my action. I'm gonna go ahead and use a spirit emblem and use 2 loaded shurikens on the scarred. So
Okay.
it's gonna be 2d.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right, man.
I was trying to draw smoke.
Okay. That's how this goes. All right. So I'm going to throw 2 shurikens at this guard and nick him for 2 damage.
Okay, every little bit helps.
Yeah. And then I
Okay.
guess it's my turn again.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be your turn again.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move. Let's see.
I'm 90% sure Wes is playing Batman.
I mean, the Batman is a ninja.
The League of Shadows. Dude, you can't go wrong if you always play Batman, right?
That's true.
I'm going to go ahead and move here. And I'm going to attack this guard with my katana +1. I'm going to wield it in both hands.
Okay. I like that. I'm a big fan of using your sword in 2 hands if you can.
15 versus armor class.
15 is going to miss on this guy, actually.
Okay. That's going to conclude my turn.
Sorry, pal.
That's all right.
All right. After that, it's the guard. So, Kyle, can you roll his damage? And then we'll have this guy turn and confront you. So while Kyle's rolling that damage, this guard is going to turn. I'm sorry, he's not really a guard now. He's like a traitor. And he's going to make 2 attacks with his greatsword. So he's going to attack each of you once. Get great sworded, nubs. 15 and 15, Mr. Ladrog and Jody Shinobi.
He's going to miss me.
My character name, Baldy.
Okay. 15 versus armor class.
That's the hit.
Okay. He's going to hit you for 2d6 plus 3. 10. So you take 10 points of damage. And hands, he takes 1 point of damage. All right. So he will use his action to try and put himself out again. And they will end their turn. After them, it is Voltron Cheeseburger's turn.
All right. So I'm going to move over here. And who's the pink dot?
That's Valdi.
Well, Voldy, it's your lucky day because you're the one within 30 yards of me. Upon seeing Voldy get attacked, I'm going to use a reaction to seeing that and cast Flash of Genius, which will give him a +4 to any check or save he has to make with 4 uses in between rests. So I can, once I see Jody get attacked and get close enough, I can give that to him as well.
Okay.
All right. Nice.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I want to throw a fireball.
Like a fire bolt?
Yeah, I'm just being
Okay.
a
At the
dick.
big
Yeah, I'm a cleric, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a fireball.
guy? At this guy.
Actually, I want. How's the burn victim looking?
He's lost almost about half his health.
So he's about mid rare. We'd like him more well done.
If only you had heat metal.
Oh, he.
Yeah, 24 hits. Nine? All right, good. Cool. Anything else?
Nope. I will end my turn.
All right, so these guys are going to move up here. They're going to close in on Osric and Artorias and attack. That's going to trigger Osric and Artorias's also. It's also going to trigger their attacks. Let me get their stat block. My bad.
He's making it up as you go.
No, I have it. I just have a lot of shit here.
I caught you. I caught him.
Oh my god.
We're legally, from here on, we are legally not allowed to lose. That's the rules.
Well, I know this isn't your first time playing one of my campaigns. All right, so they're both going to attack as these guards close the distance, and they both are wielding great swords. Oops, not too deep. Oh, there's a crit, and Osric is going to miss, so Artorias will crit on his attack. And I think he's going to use his bonus action to deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage. So he hits this guard that runs into his space.
Mighty Smitey.
Yeah, he's a paladin. And then
I almost played a paladin. I was rolling up characters, and I almost ended up with a deep gnome paladin.
that would have been cool.
I saw on Reddit. It's like the subreddit of D&D, and it was like my party keeps dying. I play a paladin. How can I help? And it's like, save your spell slots for heals. No.
Yeah, no way, not a chance. That's so funny. All right, so these guys move up, and the guy on the right takes a hit, and he's gonna turn and give a hit back. Maybe. He misses, and then the guy next to him is gonna attack, and he's gonna hit. So he hits Sir Osric on the left for 6. All right, that's the end of their turn. After them, it is Valdi's turn.
Did you say Baldy?
Actually, Mr. Ladrog, it's going to be Malric's turn, and he's going to just issue another command. This crossbowman is going to move and fire. And miss. Now it's your turn, Mr. Ladrog.
It's Baldy.
Oh,
I'm going to continue attacking this guy until he's no longer standing. If he goes down, I would like an opportunity to move.
yeah,
While
yeah.
continuing to flail the weapon around.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. A 17.
17 hits.
And we got 15. I don't think that hit.
Miss.
And 27.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right.
Alrighty, so the first attack. Okay, this does an extra 6 damage. Or extra 2 damage. So it's a D12 plus 6. So 17. And then on the critical hit, $19.
Crit is going to kill him. How do you want to kill him?
I will take a drag out of the smoke, and then say, looks like the food bank was sold out when I got there.
Okay, that's all right. All right, well, he crumples to the ground in front of you.
But of course, when he said that, it's going to be incomprehensible speech because of the other thing he took.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do? You said you wanted to move, right?
Oh, yeah. I'd like to stick on somebody else here.
Okay.
Maybe I'll move up this way. I could definitely move there. And then we got this guy back here, right?
There are 2 guys here, 3 guys over here.
Okay, let's go get the 3 guys. They look like they're gonna be okay. Let's go down here and get the three dudes over here.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm just gonna get. Okay, here we go. 1.
You walk towards Captain Mark, and this is what he does.
I'll stop there. What's he do?
I posted it in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
The best season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. All right, sir, if that's the end of your turn, let me see. Oops, I skipped some guards. Well, I think this guard will go, and he's going to run up here and attack you. 15.
Yeah, that hits.
He hits you for 9. All right, and after that, we'll have Osric and Artorias go. So they're gonna 21 and 19, 2 hits. All right, so Osric is just a fighter. Like, so he hits the dude for a big old 4, and then Artorias is gonna hit for 7, and then he'll use a smite for 13. They end their turn, and did I get everybody? All right, it's a round down. Jody.
I'm just making right.
Jody, Shinobi, it's your turn.
I think he's playing with nunchucks on his turn.
We should skip him and come back.
What's going on?
It's your turn, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's good.
I got up to
No
get a
worries.
snack. All right, where are we at here? Looks like
Valdi killed this guy,
okay.
and he's down here.
All right. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'll continue helping Valdi. So I'll go ahead and move down here, and let's try another katana attack on this guy. I think I get two. Yeah, I should get 2 attacks at 5th level, right? Yeah. Yeah, extra attack. All right. 19 and 16 versus armor class.
Those are both hits.
All right. Let's do some damage. I'm wielding this in both hands.
Okay.
All right. For 9 and so 16 damage on this guy, and that's going to end my turn.
Okay. All right. So after you, it's gonna be these guards. That guy's dead. So this guy is going to. I think he'll keep moving forward. So he charges up there, and he'll end his turn. After that, it is Voltron Cheeseburger's turn.
They are going to start calling me the Burger King. Because all this flame broiled goodness. Alright, I'm going to move right over here. And I'm going to hit him with the cantrip again.
The guy in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. $23 hits. Nice hit.
And since I'm now within 20 feet of him, I'm going to use my bonus action to hit him with a dagger.
Okay.
Apparently not.
Yeah, sorry, pal. That's a miss. All right, after you, it's gonna be this guard. No, it should be this guy. I think that other guard goes last. All right, so these two West Guardians are going to attack, where the fuck, there it is. They're gonna attack Osric and Artorias. For 2 misses. So they end their turn, and it's gonna be Malric's turn. He sees you guys up here fucking up his guy, so he's gonna run up and he's gonna attack you. Let me pull up his block. All right, so he's got a great sword and he's gonna make 2 attacks.
With advantage.
Why would he have advantage?
The recklessly powered attack.
Oh, he's not attacking. He's not a barbarian. All right,
No,
so
I used it.
well, the first attack, he's going to try and trip you, use a trip attack and knock you prone. Jody.
Okay.
23.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Oh, Jody, never mind. But
All right, so I'll give you the damage here in a second. And you need to roll a dex save, please. But yeah, I think you have a. Oh no, you don't have a bonus. It's Dave that has the bonus.
Okay.
I think you're getting tripped up.
So you take 13 damage, Jody, and make a dex save.
All right.
Oh, don't be bad.
All right, 17. He tries to trip you, but you manage to keep your footing. So he's gonna slide back here
Come on.
behind you, and he's gonna attack you, Baldy. 15.
He has advantage. Yeah, he'll have advantage. Yeah, that hits.
All right, so here's the damage, 10. And he's got like this wild look in his eye. But I guess you do too.
I do too.
All right, so after that, it's gonna be this guy's turn. And he's gonna attack you, Jody. 6 is a miss. Critical fail.
All
And
right.
lastly,
I'm gonna go ahead and use a reaction and counter him, and make
okay.
I'm gonna make a weapon attack as a reaction. Oops.
$22 hits.
All right.
Nice.
I'm gonna counter his attack and then hit him and slash him for 14.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna counter his attack and then slash him for 14.
Okay. All right, well, he's certainly surprised to be taking the damage. The damage. All right, so this crossbowman is going to move out here and try and shoot at Artorias. Or, I'm sorry, Osric. $12, he misses. Okay. That is around, oh, no, it's not. Got to have these two guys make an attack. So Osric misses with a 13, and I think he will action surge and strike again. 16 hits. And Artorias is going to crit. So here is Osric's attack, 9. And then Artorias crits. It's 2d6 plus 3, so it'd be 2d6 plus 15. Hits this guy for 20, and then he'll add a smite on there for 29. And the West Guardian crumbles to the ground. That's a round down. It's your turn, Jody Shinobi.
Wait, didn't I get to go?
Did I skip you again? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Sorry, bro. Please go. My bad.
I'm having a hard time remembering my character's name. I think that's what it is.
Well, I keep having to go back and forth.
Okay, so look at Malik and ask him if he knows why my great axe is called the Bong Ripper.
I don't think he does know why.
Okay. I'm gonna take the great axe and put the blade side on the ground and then pop open the chamber up on the hilt. And it's actually hollow. And then gonna spark that shit from the bottom and take a big rip off of it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna recklessly power attack.
On this guy or
Let's finish up that guy. I just thought. Okay, so recklessly power attack on that guy. 24. 18. 26.
yeah, those are all hits.
12. 14. 30. Or 28. Or give me a second. 28. 26. 41. Yeah, 3 attacks for 41. So I say, the thing is, not everybody can take the massive bong rips. Now it's your turn, Jody.
Okay. Let's see. This is the commander. Let's see what I can do here. All right. I'm going to make an attack with...
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yes, that's the commander.
Okay. Does he have like a shield or anything?
And no, he's holding a greatsword, but he's
Okay.
wearing plate armor.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and attack him once for 25.
It's a hit.
Okay. For 15 damage. And then I'm going to go ahead and expend 2 spirit emblems and pull out a very small looking dagger, a blue rusted poisonous blade. And I'm going to go ahead and stab him. Okay. So make a weapon attack on him. 22 versus AC.
Hit.
Okay. He's going to take 2d4 damage. And then he's going to take 5 damage. And then he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Let me figure out what he needs to beat.
All right.
Here.
Con save. All right, got it. Seven, probably fail.
He does. Okay. Yeah, because the DC save that he has to make is 16. So he's going to go ahead and he's going to be poisoned until the end of their next turn.
Okay.
And that's going to conclude my turn.
All right, cool. All right, after you, it would be. Well, they're both dead. All right, so I can cross them off the initiative list. It's your turn, Voltron Cheeseburger.
So I'm gonna get over to this guy and I'm gonna heckle him. I'm gonna ask him if the fire bolts have been too hot for him.
I don't know what he would say. He would probably just raise his weapon and yell at you.
That's funny because I was in a hot situation doing the same thing with his mom last night.
Oh my God! Of course you were.
I know what he would say. He would say, she's old and it's about time she dies.
Well, anyway, I'm just gonna hit him with another firebolt.
Okay.
Oof.
Miss.
Somehow at point blank range, I miss him.
You got too excited.
Well, I just go to stab him with the dagger then. Oh, and he didn't put himself out last round, did he?
No, he didn't.
The
19 hits.
oh, I
17.
don't want that. Disregard the 17.
Okay.
So 5. So the fire damage from not putting himself out, and the 2 from me stabbing him in the neck
Sure.
with the dagger.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Nope. That's
All right. Well, it is going to be this guard and the guard in front of you's turn. And all right, so you're going to get attacked with a greatsword, 18 versus armor class.
miss.
Damn, missed.
What part of I'm an armor smith?
That's true. I didn't see that coming. All right, so the other guy goes to attack Osric and misses. And they'll end their turn. It is Malric's turn, and then it'll be Valdry's turn.
I'm literally wearing plate with a shield.
That's true. All right, so Malric has the poison condition, which means he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Even so, he will attack. And since you guys are both standing in front of him, he's going to use Sweeping Strike and a Greatsword Strike. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He can only use his Sweeping Strike in place of both of his attacks. All right, so he's going to make an attack against both of you. With disadvantage, 11, probably a miss.
Yeah, 11's a
11,
miss.
guys?
I'm gonna go ahead and then counter his attack as a reaction. And I'm gonna swing for 22
Yeah, hit.
and damage him for D10. 13.
Okay, nice. Can he make a save against being poisoned?
I think it lasts until the end of his turn.
Okay,
Yeah, he's poisoned until the end of their next turn.
okay, got it.
Yep.
Yeah, 11 misses.
Thanks. It's your turn, Valdi.
What? Okay. I'm gonna have him go ahead and start swinging at Molly D here.
Hit.
That's the first one.
Yep. Another hit. $15. Another 10. Okay, nice. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Okay. After you, it'll be this guard, and he's gonna turn and fire at you with his crossbow. 19.
That hit. That's me.
8.
Okay. Okay.
Right, so he ends his turn, and then it's gonna be the 2 knights. 8. Osric already used his action surge, and Artorius is gonna hit again. For 2d6 plus 3. Is it plus 3? Yeah. 6, and then he'll use a smite for 14. Oops. That's the end of their turn, and that is a round down. Jody Shinobi.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 attacks against this guy.
Okay.
Ooh. Maybe not.
Those both miss, unfortunately.
Okay. That's gonna end my turn then.
Okay. After you, it is Voltron Cheeseburger.
Well, I'm gonna try and hit him with firebolt again.
Okay. Did you move? You can't move.
I didn't move.
16 hits. Ten. All right, that 10 scorches him and he drops to the ground dead.
All right, and guess I'll use my bonus action to stab that guy in the back.
Okay.
I guess somehow I missed his back.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't get it in, buddy. Oh. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, it's going to be this guy's turn. 12 is a miss. He misses. It will be Malric's turn, and I think he's going to make another sweeping strike. 15 versus armor class, Jody Shinobi and Valdi. Lad,
Hit.
does that hit both of you?
No, that
It
misses.
hits me.
All right, Mr. Ladrog, you're going to take this. Oh, actually, that should have been +9, but no big deal.
Uh-oh.
15 damage. And he ends his turn and ends the effect of poison. It's your turn, Valdi.
Well, I'm gonna hold up my axe and swing it 3 times at him for that. To show my gratitude. 19, 26, and 22.
Those hit.
I got 10, 17,
30.
40. Oh, yeah. 30.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
No.
All right. It's the crossbowman. And he's going to try and shoot ya, Jody Shinobi. 12. Miss.
He's gonna miss.
All right. After that, it is Osric and Artorias' turn, and they're gonna. Nice. So Osric hits with a 24. For 6. Did we get everybody? Yeah, that guy went. Okay. All right. That's a round down, Jody.
All right, I'm going to go ahead for 2 attacks again. See how it goes this time. 16, 20.
Nice. 29 hits.
All right. That'd be 6 and then plus a 10. 16. Hitting him for 20.
Okay. Big hit.
That's going to end my turn.
All right. Voltron cheeseburger.
Guess I'm gonna try and fireball this guy in the back. And I miss. And I miss.
Oh boy.
Oh, I guess I end my turn.
Okay. After you, it'll be this guard. Critical fail. All right. He misses.
Maybe.
It'll be Malric's turn, and he's gonna make a sweeping strike.
Get down from there.
25 versus armor class. Jody Shinobi and
Oh no, 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 no. Time to freak out. Freak out. Yeah, that hit.
Yeah, that also hits me as well.
All right, you guys are gonna take 2d6 plus 5. 11. I don't think there's any other status effects. Yeah, it just deals damage. So you each take 11 points of damage, and then Malric will end his turn. And this crossbowman over here is going to turn. I think he'll probably fire at you guys again. All right, Jody Shinobi, he's gonna shoot you again. 22. That's rude.
That hits.
It is rude to shoot somebody with a crossbow. Five. All right, so then we're up the top with the knights. I think they're probably gonna finish this dude off. 9 and 31. How do you roll a 26?
Super crit.
I don't understand. What the hell?
Do you have an exclamation mark beside your die?
Yeah, I don't know why. I haven't changed any of my settings at all. And my exploding is set to none. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe here, I'll reload. But they both miss. So Jody, you can go. It's a round down.
Okay.
I hope that fixed it.
I'm just going to go ahead and attack him twice again.
Okay.
20 and 16 versus armor class.
20 hits.
All right. And let's see here. D10 plus 6. Swinging for 15.
Nice. That's a good hit.
That's going to end my turn.
All right. Voltron cheeseburger. 22 hits.
Oh, the 18 does it?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I thought you were down here. Yeah, the 18 hits that guy. $15.
15 damage.
Nice. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. All right, after that, it'll be this guard's turn, probably his last turn. Miss, 8 misses. Okay, so it'll be Captain Morrick's turn, and I think he's going to. Let me see. He's going to use trip attack on Jody Shinobi, since he's taken a lot of damage from that direction. All right, so he's going to try and trick you, Jody. Trip you, excuse me.
All right.
28.
Oh, okay. It definitely hits.
All right, so here's the damage. 11, and then you need to make a dex save, please.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay.
You succeed on staying on your feet.
Okay.
Okay. After that, Malric will end his turn, and the crossbowman will go, and he's gonna shoot you, Mr. Ladrog, and miss. All right, we'll go up top with Osric and Artorias. 2 misses. Round down. Wait, Valdi, oh my God, I skipped you again.
Oh my goodness.
You get to go, though. I
hope
even
so.
underlined your name.
I'm gonna attack him. Got the 15,
There's a crit.
27, and 22.
Yeah, the last 2 hits hit.
Okay. 18 plus I almost worked exactly the way I wanted it to. 18 and 19.
Damn, that's a big hit.
Like 37.
Yeah. Nice. Nice hit. Anything else, sir?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right, that's a round down. So we'll start at the top with Jody Shinobi again.
All right. I'm gonna use the. Let's see. I'm gonna use the dodge action, and then I'm gonna use grappling hook, and not. I'm gonna take the okay. I'm gonna take the dodge action. I'm gonna go ahead and move. I'm gonna move here and use a bonus action to grapple, and I'm gonna go ahead and grapple behind this pillar.
Wait, so you just dodged, so he would make his opportunity attack with disadvantage?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. I just want to make sure I had that correct. All right. So good thing because he missed on the good thing. All right. So you're able to escape successfully. Voltron cheeseburger. $22 hits. Well, 10 kills him.
And I'm gonna move over here to my turn.
Okay. All right, that guard is dead, so I can cross him off the list. It's going to be Marik's turn. He is going to take the dodge action and start to move back. So you guys can make an opportunity attack on him.
Regular attack.
Well, he took the dodge action and it's not your turn.
But I recklessly power attack.
You used it, you rolled a d12. 10 misses. You go after Malrik, Valdi.
Oh, I thought it was like an opportunity attack.
Yeah, but you still have to roll to hit. You rolled a d12. You can make an opportunity attack, but he took the dodge action, so you got to roll with disadvantage.
Recklessly power attack.
I don't think you can do that when it's not your turn. So, okay, 22 hits.
$14 damage. Little man.
Put that shit in my hand. All right, so he starts to back up. Baldy, it's your turn.
He's all the way down there.
Yeah,
Where's he going?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go this way. Attack him.
Hit. Miss. Hit. $19. Nice.
I'm gonna say, what doesn't kill me should run because now I'm fucking pissed.
All right, if you're not doing anything else, it'll be the crossbowman's turn, and he's gonna try and shoot you. 8 is a miss, and I think he will start to fall back as well. And end his turn. I don't think Osric or Artorias are going to do anything except fall back and protect the king. And that would be a round down. At the end of the round, the hooded figure comes back through the doors. With two of Captain Malric's men, they appeared in the doorway with young Prince Aiden in tow. The hooded figure dragged the boy forward, kicking and screaming in fear. Ulrich turns and glances at them and says, "That is not our target." And one of his men said that he points at the hooded figure and says, "He said royal blood. Who cares which prince it is?" And he handed the boy to the hooded stranger, who nodded their thanks. He gripped the child by the back of the neck and tapped his staff on the ground. He looks at Malric and says, "I will be waiting at the rendezvous point. Do not delay." A portal materializes between them. And they go through. Yeah, we're gonna call it here anyway. I'll let you know about experience points then.
Okay.
We can go through this round. We can go through this last round if you guys want. Up to you. GG. Later, dude.
See ya, man.
Yeah.
I'm okay with finishing up the round
Okay.
or the
Well,
cross.
it's your turn.
Okay. It's just the crossbowman left.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move 30 feet. I'm going to I'll take the dash action. And then can I expend? Oh, cool. And then what I'll do is I'll take the dash action, move over here, and then use grappling hook to come behind this pillar here, and that's going to end my turn.
Okay. Kyle left, so Valdi, it's your turn. Or it would be Malric's turn. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna dodge and back up towards the portal. So you can make an opportunity attack with disadvantage. Nine misses. All right, so as you swing and miss at him, he's gonna dip through the portal and it closes behind him. It's your turn now.
He got away, so I guess I'm not pursuing him any longer. I guess I could try to get this guy. That guy, right? I'll go after him. $23, $11,
Let me look at his.
$17.
Yeah, his AC is 12. So the first and last hit.
I got 23.
Nice. Let me see how much health he has. 23 will kill him. All right, let me do experience points. So it'll be 2 parts. The next part will finish up everything.
Sounds good.
I know there was a lot of narration, and I apologize. I had to set it up though, so
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, no worries about that. We spent the first 45 minutes exploring the drug subculture of Dungeons and Dragons.
it's nuts. Okay, give me 1 sec, boys. That seems like a lot. I must be right.
It would never lie.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I put all the monsters in there. It says 4,200 experience. That seems like so much, but that's fine. It's a 1 shot. It's fun for you guys, and hopefully we can play part 2 when I get back from the beach or something.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, man.
I'm also I'm interested
ahead.
in just playing a bit more consistently again too. It's
Playing
like,
more consistently.
yeah,
You mean like on a more regular basis?
yeah. I want to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, I would like that too. I'd like to get
'Cause
to playing
I-
once a week at least.
Yeah, because I know you've also been sitting on King's Garden for a while now too, and that's what I'm most excited to play. Because we have
Yeah, I mean-
magic classes.
Yeah, I want to wait for Darren, but at the same time, Darren's not doing himself any favors, by constantly being unavailable. So
Well, it's not gonna get any better once he starts school in the fall.
yeah,
He's gonna be like, if he's working full time on top of that too, he's gonna be busy.
yeah. I mean, I applaud his drive, to go after it, but I don't know. I don't know if he knows exactly what he signed on for.
He's gonna find out really quickly.
For sure.
It's
So,
like
but yeah, man.
it's like going into graduate school and being back for the first semester is a doozy.
Yeah, I bet.
Because you immediately get acclimated and steeped into academia again, and it like my first semester back in grad school was pretty rough, and then I got used to it again, and then it was okay.
Sure.
And then it's like the next, and then afterwards it's like you finish then the following year, and then it's like, oh, okay. And then you're just done.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe he's doing that while working. I mean, like I said, I applaud that, but shit.
I gotta go, guys.
All right, man. I hope you had a good
Yeah.
time.
I sure
All right.
did. Take care,
I'll see
guys.
you.
Yeah, later,
See you,
buddy.
Dave. All right. I'm also gonna hit the sack too, man.
All right, pal.
I hope you have a fun time at the beach, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I hope it's exactly.
I'll-
I hope it's exactly what you need.
I hope so too, dude, because it's been pretty hard. So,
Yeah.
but I'll check in tomorrow. Let you know if, when I get there.
All right.
Catch you
Sounds
later, buddy.
good. Yep. Have a good time, man.
I will.
All
See
right.
you, man.